So clinical trials look at new ways to prevent, detect, and treat disease. They can study new drugs or new combinations of drugs or new ways to use existing treatments, new ways of doing surgery, new ways to improve the quality of life for people or manage side effects. And the goal really is to determine if these new treatments are safe and effective and ultimately improve people's health. Um, People take part in clinical trials for many reasons. Healthy volunteers say that they take part to help others and contribute to science going forward. They have the desire to help advance medical knowledge. And sometimes these trials can be of personal value with the possibility of benefit for yourself. People with cancer also take part in trials to help others, but also to receive the newest treatment and access to innovative therapies. And then clinical trials also offer hope for people who have exhausted standard treatments. And it's also important to say that clinical trials are not for everyone. And we're here to provide education, but not push anyone to join a trial. Rather, we just want to give you the information that you need so you're not missing out on an opportunity that you might want. So why is diversity in trials important? And people may experience the same disease differently. So what works for one community may not necessarily work for another. And we want to make sure that new treatments work well for everyone. So people from different backgrounds can react differently to medicines. So we want trials to have people with diverse backgrounds, life experiences, including factors like race, ethnicity, age, sex, and sexual orientation. This way, we can be confident that treatments are safe and effective for all and not just a few. There's many reasons why clinical trials lack a diverse representation. There's lack of awareness. People are just not aware of trial opportunities or the benefits of participating in such studies. People, like Michelle said, are often not asked. There's historical and ongoing justified medical mistrust in the medical system due to past unethical research practices. There's financial constraints. There could be lack of transportation or other socioeconomic factors that prevent people from participating. Ineffective communication between providers and patients can lead to misunderstanding and reluctance to participate. And then a big thing is variations in health insurance coverage can limit access to trials for certain populations. So historically, trials did not represent those most affected by disease or the condition, and they predominantly relied on white male participants, which resulted in gaps in understanding of diseases, preventive factors, treatment effectiveness across different populations. And you could see on this graph right here that African American make up 13% of the US population, but only comprise 5% of clinical trials. And for Hispanics, they make up 16% of the US population and represent less than 1% participation in clinical trials. Another population that experiences underrepresentation in trials are sexual and gender minority populations. And until recently, healthcare systems surveys didn't ask sexual orientation and gender identity questions to consider inclusion of this population, which makes it difficult to know if these populations are represented in clinical research studies. Without research that specifically focuses on this population, they can experience delayed diagnoses, less effective management of health conditions, and fewer health screenings and treatment options. So it's important to include these questions in healthcare systems and surveys. And then patient navigators may be the missing link to increasing minority participation in trials. They offer personalized assistance to patients, helping them understand the trial process. Navigators can often come from diverse backgrounds, and so they are able to effectively communicate and build trust with minority patients and address specific cultural and language barriers. They can educate patients about the importance of trials, dispel myths and misconceptions, and help them overcome barriers by coordinating resources and supports.